What is going on, Shedheads, and welcome back to the Green Room. It is Friday night, and I'm back with the boys, and it's a little freestyle Friday, you know what I mean? Didn't really have anything planned for tonight, par usual, as of lately. But, you know, figure we just hang out, you know, shoot the shit with you guys, maybe talk about some stuff that you guys might want to talk about, which means, you know, if you want to ask us some questions or have something you want to talk about, drop it out there in the chat, and we'll make sure to pick it out and, you know, kind of toss it around and, you know, chat and whatnot. Well, with that being said, of course, we're going to start tonight's episode off, as we always do, talking about what we are vaping on at the current moment. I've actually got two things in front of me, and I'm curious to see what you boys got. So let's start off with Uncle Chris.
Yeah, I got two things also. So I'm going to show, like, the first one is, like, what I've been just vaping all day. So it's the Vandy Vape. Why do I always Odin? The Odin 200. I don't know why I always like want to call it the Omen, but I know that there was another mod called that, and I just get confused. Yeah, but it's like a beefy one. I remember Bogan did a review on it, so I think that's why my brain just slips up. On top, I got the Screamer by Mech Life, and then it has a gold chop top from DHD. Dude, I'm really sad that DHD is gone, because I realized, like, although I do have a lot of chop tops, that if I ever like fuck up a Stay Gold chop top, I'm done. Like, it's over. So like now I'm like way more careful with the ones that I only have one of, because I know that some of the ones that I only have one of are because I've already had another one and it's gone. Like the Stay Gold, like Platinum Balls, and they're like some of my favorite ones. So I got to be a little bit more careful. The coils in here I think are Breeze Tones. I think there is 27 gauge, because it's like a 0.12 or a 0.13. And those are the only coils that I would ever use that I think that it would be. The liquid I got is I got some test results. This one's the fresh batch. Like, this might be like a tape that people don't really like, but honestly, this is like not that much different than the other one. What's the other one? What's the gram one he has?
21 grams.
Yeah, it's honestly not that much different. If you like one, you're gonna like the other one. Like, they're really not that far apart. The strawberry in here, I guess, yeah, I don't really taste icing. I just taste like a bit of sugar cookie, I guess. I think that it's good. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it's good, but I wish it was a little bit different than the 21 grams. But they're both good. Then the other one that I got is I got the Bonaspati. I got a gold RDA 2 with a copper rose chop top. The coils in here are actually Duchess coils. And I mean, the Bonaspati, dude, it's timeless. For me, it's just timeless. Like, the shape of it, like the way that it hits, like how it feels in my hand, everything about it is just good. And honestly, like even with like that, I feel like it kind of matches with the gold, and then like I bring it back in with the copper rose. Like I think that this is actually a pretty dope looking setup. And the liquid that I got in there is like the very end of Psycho Curler Lemon from Eric over there at Deep Cuts. But yeah, that's everything that I'm vaping on. Sean, go ahead, bud.
Sick. I'm just keeping it pretty simple. You know me. I'm a one man, one vape kind of guy most of the time. So right now, this is what we're rocking with. Got the Dreamer 2 with the Goon LP on top, and this low profile knurled black drip tip that, if I remember correctly, came with the RDA for vaping, the
Yeah, the
OG.
original one.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
and it's just a really dope looking drip tip. So it's going all black with just that little bit of color out of the button. And I too am on the deep cuts train right now, rocking some of that dragon shake, and that's really all I'm doing right now.
All right. Well, for me, I've got two things here. First things first, I'm also rocking an Odin V2 like Chris, but I've got an RDA2 on top of there. Inside, I believe. Oh, let me pop the cap and look. These are somebody's 26 gauge aliens. Whose? Your guess is as good as mine. It's either Drip Theory, Breeze Tones, or Timmy. But I think it's probably either Drip Theory or Breeze Tones at this point, because I think I've used most of my Timmy's coils. But inside of this, Old Faithful, Homeboy Mango, just because you gotta have it around, and it's just so good. Next setup, still rocking the Dreamer clutch. Honestly, it's due for a little bit of a polish job. It's looking a little rough. On top, I've got the old stainless legal RDA with a copper rose chop top, because believe it or not, like kind of like what Chris was talking about with DHD tips, my Stay Gold drip tip broke, so it doesn't stay inside of anything anymore. So I was like, fuck, because it kept popping out of this thing, and I was wondering why. And then I looked down at the bottom, and there's a piece on the bottom that sits into the O-ring that's like broke off. So it just like there's nothing for it to grip onto, so it just pops out. Anyway, I still think that looks pretty solid for the most part. This, I believe, has Breeze Tones triple 28s inside with one wrap off, coming out to a nice 0.11, ripping very nicely with some blast. I'm still gonna call it blast off. Doesn't say blast off, but that's what it is.
It is. Like, yeah.
And dude, it's delicious, especially because I've got a nice ice cold blast.
He's double blasting it out here.
A little sip in a vape. Oh yeah, good stuff. But yep, that's pretty much it for me. So with that, there's one more thing that we gotta do here at the top of the show. Let you guys know about something else that we do in the thing that we like to call the shed. It's time to find out what's new in the shed.
Oh, I think I might have froze.
No, the fucking stream cut out. Let me see if it comes back.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah.
Are we there? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know if we're back. I hope we are. I apologize for the the slight blip there.
No, I think we're back.
Yep, we're back. All right, sorry, Sean. So you know what? Let's just start from the top with what's new in the shed. Make sure I'm pressing the right buttons this time.
So this week, coming up on the Shed Time podcast, we get into some shed lines where we talk about some of the big headlines that are coming up right now in the news. Of course, that gets us into this whole notion of people that are being super disrespectful and making the culture look bad, and it's a shame. And we just want to, encourage people to be respectful when they use these products. You know what I'm saying? That also leads us into this whole notion of the Delta 8 craze and how that has just gotten crazy, but how it may really actually have its place and where people could probably benefit from using it too. There's also some other little moments, and of course we get into talking about tiny homes, because it wouldn't be a Shed Time podcast if we didn't just veer wildly off in another tangent. And that's what happens on the Shed Time podcast, and you can find out every week. New episodes drop every Monday, and you can find it at shedtimepodcast.com or wherever podcasts are found.
Oh yeah, dude. And with that, let me just say shout outs to Steve-O because he said he's vaping on a boysenberry lemonade that he's working on,
That can't be
which is
bad.
something
I
that
can get behind that.
I think I kind of suggested. So I'm excited to hear how that comes out, dude, because I think that would be delicious. Um, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's just kind of a freestyle Friday, so we're just gonna kind of hang out, chat with you guys, maybe hear about what you guys are vaping on, maybe what kind of new things have you guys picked up recently. Any of you guys end up grabbing up a Dreamer clutch yet from anybody, or looking to grab one? I'm curious to hear. Let's see. No, what the heck is going on with Streamlabs? Or not Streamlabs, OBS. Is everything... Can you guys see us? Can you hear us? Are you guys there?
No, I think so. It's showing like I have the stream up. It shows
Here's the
us.
thing, Chris. On my side, it shows when the stream's not working. So I know when things aren't working or not.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it's showing that like we're actually
Because it
live.
was saying
so
no data.
I don't hear us. No, yeah, we're here. Yeah. The stream looks good on my end. How about that?
Okay, I don't understand what's going on. I apologize if there's any glitches. I'm going to blame it on OBS. Or possibly even just YouTube. Alright, sorry. Anyways, did I interrupt somebody when I did that? I don't remember what I was talking about.
I don't think so. I don't know what we're talking about.
Here's the thing, Drip Theory. I want to talk to you about this, man. Because I do this to myself all the time. It says I can't convince myself to buy that I need money. I want one, but I don't really need another mod. See, here's the thing, though. Do you have a Dreamer?
If you don't have a Dreamer, number one, you can get one from Will's shop because he's getting some in. But you can also get the Dreamer clutch because Will's getting them in his shop also. Well, okay, so if you guys, how about this then? You guys have had both, clearly.
Oh, you do have a
You've
Dreamer.
had all three, actually, because you've had the original Dreamer, you've had the Dreamer Constant Contact, and you've also had this new Dreamer, like the Dreamer Clutch. If you were to only get one, like let's say that all of your shit got stolen or whatever, I like how Green says like aliens came down or whatever, or maybe that's Bogan. I don't remember who says that, but if you had to replace, what would you replace it with? Would you replace it with like an original Dreamer, Dreamer 1.5, or a Dreamer Clutch? You're like, I need a Dreamer. Which one would you get?
Honestly, dude, here's the thing. Part of me thinks that I don't know, dude. That's a hard choice.
It is a hard choice. But I'm making you guys do it because I will answer. If you guys want, I can answer first. I probably would get a Dreamer 1.5. And
Yeah.
the reason why is because I'd probably just get like a brass Dreamer 1.5 or a copper Dreamer 1.5. But the main reason why is because I just think that it feels a touch better in my hand. It's a little lighter. It doesn't really feel like it hits that much less. And like I think that that's why I would do it. But not because like I don't think that the clutch is good. I just think that like I just like holding the Dreamer the best. And then if you take away the arc marks, so you have the 1.5, like I think that that's what I would go with personally.
I'm kind of leaning the same way. My main reason is, and it's kind of a stupid one, but also I don't know. I'm just thinking because this thing has got a spring-loaded constant contact, so you have to make 0 adjustments when putting your battery in, depending on the RDA and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put the battery in, you screw the RDA on, you're good to go. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that like it's not something it's not like a big thing, but that's the only thing about the clutch that's kind of, sometimes like I'll switch an RDA or even just battery to battery, you know what I mean? Or I've got to make a little adjustment because I get a little slight rattle, which isn't that big of a deal. You unscrew the button, you make the adjustment, put it back on. But with the Dreamer, I wouldn't have to do that. Not only that, but I kind of agree. I feel like this is a little bit heavier. You know what I mean? Like you notice it in your hand for sure. But dude, I don't know. I've spent so much time with the original Dreamer and how this button feels with the way that it kind of like sinks in a little bit. I love the fucking throw on this Switch because it's got more of a throw than the clutch does. You know what I mean? Like the clutch has got a decent throw, but like this one, I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. I think I'm just partial.
I've definitely
And the
had
fact
one
that I can get it in
considerably
copper.
longer. Yeah, because like the brass really doesn't bother me that much, but I think that it's just like the overall feel.
Yeah. I'll
Sean,
just
how
get a
about
copper
you?
one and
You
then get
like
it
you've
coated.
definitely used all of them, and you've definitely used probably the 1.5 the most, but
Well, no,
because that was what your green splatter one was, right?
Yeah, I think I used the old aluminum ones more. I had
Oh, that's
two.
true. Yeah, you actually had a lot of.
I
Okay, so,
had two aluminum Dreamers. I had a copper 1.5. I have this one. Um, Honestly, I think I'd go with this one. And interestingly, it's for a lot of the reason that you guys are picking the other mod. I like the little bit of extra weight and heft that this has, and I too really do like the way that this button presses. I'm also partial to clutches in the sense of super low maintenance on those contacts. Um, One thing that I like about this clutch over like the Dreamer 1.5 is that these pieces are contained by that O-ring. Those loose
okay.
pieces definitely make me a little crazy. Um, and with that style, it benefits to have the tiniest little bit of like um, oil that is like
Oh, you're talking about the vert. The
oh
clutch?
what I thought the oh that's right the 1.5 button isn't
It's the
that way, it's
same,
the
but
ball and cup
it's the
style.
ball cup
That's
situation.
right. That's
Yeah, it's
right.
like more like the keen.
That's right.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
That's right.
So it's exact same as the original Dreamer, except you just won't get dark marks. But that's like the only difference.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you don't
right.
have to worry about adjustments, just like you don't with the original Dreamer. Like the original Dreamer, you have that adjustment, but like I had like probably two RDAs that I'd actually have to adjust like the inner, like that you would unscrew or whatever on the switch, like housing, because the 510s were too short. Like I think that like the RDA for vaping was too short, so I had to actually adjust it, and then it made proper contact. But like almost every other one, it would just screw on and be fine.
Just to answer Drip Theory's question up here, he says, if you have a heavy hitter, do you need a Dreamer clutch? Here's the thing. I think the Dreamer clutch is better than the heavy hitter.
Actually, I feel the opposite.
Personally. I don't
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of the Switch. Really, like,
Yep.
in comparison, I much prefer the Switch on this. For sure.
I agree with that.
like I will say though, the Dreamer clutch is more like the heavy hitter than the Dreamer. I do feel that way
Well, as
because it
far as
is
the
like
feeling and stuff
heavier.
goes.
Yeah, it's like a taller. Excuse me. Obviously, the switch pushes like the button actually like extends out the bottom of the mod. I think that I like the heavy hitter better, but I mean, maybe I don't even know actually. How about this? This is what you should do. If you ever get another mod, get a Dreamer because it's a Dreamer clutch is going to be $70 or something like that at
What do
Will
you mean
Shop.
you can run it without the spring and the Switch, Steve-O? Are you talking about the Dreamer clutch?
I
Because
imagine you probably could.
I've tried it, dude, and it started auto firing on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know if I'd really recommend it. It's probably there for a reason, you know. Because what happens is if it starts leaning up against the side as you're putting the button together, it'll start firing. So you got to be super careful when you're putting this thing on there. I'm gonna try it right now just for science. If I can get the button to screw down. Okay. So far, so good.
What does it change though?
I don't know.
Does it like have less of a press? Like you're just barely touching it and it fires? Like
I'm trying to find out, Chris. Give me 2 seconds.
no, I'm basically like saying it out loud, you know? Like what's can the difference be, you know? Like why is he saying you should do that? Now I'm gonna take this shit out and I want to see what happens.
I honestly, I don't like that at all. I don't like the way that feels. Because I feel like the clutch just, it doesn't properly release. I wouldn't recommend it.
It's just like dancing in there.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It does make the button not stick out so far.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I much prefer it with the spring.
Speaking of the button, the new button configuration is on its way to me. So
Yeah, really did they say anything that it actually was? Like what's the difference? Like did Stan ever say anything to you or
yeah, they cut those fins way down.
oh, so just
It's just the button. It's
oh,
not the
okay.
whole
Not the whole
mechanism,
like
not the
oh, okay.
switch, just
not the switch
button.
housing,
Yeah,
just
no,
the button.
just the
Okay.
button. They just cut the fins down. So instead of being like half of the button on either side, it's like a quarter of that.
Okay, okay.
So you'll have a much wider unlocked area.
Yeah, I actually found that like as time went on, I would have it catch less and less and less and less and less.
You're asking questions, Ern, that we don't really have answers to, bro. We have nothing to do with the product. We just received them, bro.
I imagine
I
that
would
as
think-
it goes forward, they'll probably
I would
any
figure
new
they would
ones.
send the new button if they're putting them out there. Hopefully the newer ones have them, but I'm sure if it's an issue, you could probably contact them if you get one and it doesn't have it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, Drip Theory. Don't know. Don't have contact with them personally. They've messaged me once or twice, but they're just asking if I got it, and that was it. Hey, to each their own. If Bogan likes it with no spring, he could totally rock it without it, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. It's just my opinion.
I guess that is true. If you rock 28 millimeters, then I guess you're gonna want the Dreamer clutch because it can rock a 28 where you can't rock a 28 on a Dreamer. But I don't really, honestly, the only times I've ever rocked bigger Addies are like on an RTA. It'll be like an RTA that I'll put on a box mod, or like the Unholy, which goes on a 26 millimeter mod. So like I don't ever really. Or like the Unholy, I guess. What's the other one? Is it 28 maybe? I would use it on the mod that it's made for. I wouldn't use it on a different mod.
It'd have to have some sort of contact or else it wouldn't work. Yeah.
They might have fixed up their theory, but I think that all of our numbers are low. Like I think all of our numbers are like under 100, aren't they? Like James,
you
yours was
guys
like
are.
40, mine was like 38. Sean, what was yours?
Much higher.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Mine's like I think 300-400, something like that. My wife's is somewhere up there. I know the one that Stan opened also was up there. Oh, I'm 289. Yeah, I knew I was close to like 300-400.
So maybe they did like 500.
That was kind of my thinking. It's probably like an initial run of like 500. See how it does.
Sidefire which? Teresa, just any mech mod sidefire? Because I have sidefire mods that do hit hard, but I mean, this mod right here probably hits harder than my grip or my side piece, to be honest. Or no, wait, I have a slim piece. I think that the bonus body probably outperforms those. I even think that the heavy hitter might outperform
Dude,
those.
the bonus body is something else.
You know what the bonus body is to me? So back in the 80s, I say this like I remember them perfectly, but I don't. But Addy Tooney will remember. There was a car called the Buick Grand National, right? And it had a 3.8 liter like turbo motor. And it was a Buick Regal. Like that's all it was. It was like a D badge, blacked out, no chrome,
Yeah, the
Buick
Grand
Regal.
Nash was sick.
And people always called it like a factory freak. And it didn't make sense that it was so fast, but it was so fast. That's like what this mod is to me. Like it doesn't make all the sense why it just rips so hard. Like nobody even knows about this mod really. There's only like maybe 2,000 of them ever made.
They're
But
huge in wherever
Indonesia,
in like Indonesia or Philippines or
Yeah,
something.
dude.
Philippines, yeah.
Like
you
that-
haven't looked
it's-
on
what
there.
is it?
Ultima Vape.
Yeah, and they did it. It was like a collab with Times Vape.
No,
and
Times Vape
Speedy
just
Vapes.
manufactured it for them. There isn't a collaboration.
Okay, no, it was a dude then. There was a dude that was involved. I can't remember. Fuck. I have to take this off.
But yeah, it was. They just Times
Ultima
Vape just
Vape
manufactured
somebody.
them.
I'm gonna struggle to read this, but I'm going to find out.
I know I've got bonus body number 2,642.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. I guess there was more than 2,000, but I don't think that there was like 20,000 like the Dreamer type shit. Does it say on there, Sean? Because like I'm trying to read in the dark.
No, quite literally, it's just Times Vape Ultima bonus body
Oh, I guess
competition mod.
Yes, it does have Times Vape on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says competition mech mod for sure.
But, like, I don't have like any kind of paperwork or anything inside the container in mine. I bought mine from the homie Johnny Drips. Or not
Oh,
Johnny
see, I bought
Drips,
mine from the group buy. I think we bought like a group buy through Stan.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
years
I missed
ago.
out on that. I wasn't hanging out that day.
You honestly probably paid less than us, so works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that I paid about $120 to ship.
Yeah, I probably paid like half of that shipped because I bought it secondhand.
And James's is like souped up so nice. I'm like jealous
Dude,
of James's, but then I still do. When
The
I
thing
see
about
mine just
this,
in raw
bro,
copper, I like
is
it.
it's gone through many variations, dude. Because of course I had it when it was originally all copper, and then there was a point when this thing was force patinaed.
That's right.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
right.
for a long time, dude. I'm glad I got this one back because there's still one of mine out there that I never got back. But not
me
only
too.
that, but this thing's been coated twice by Ashton because I dropped it. Well, actually, not the whole mod, but the button housing and the my RDA had both been recoated. But yeah, dude, I love this thing, bro. Honestly, I might just throw a battery in here and put the RD2 on here.
Honestly, the only thing that's ever pissed me off is like these. I don't love these.
Yeah.
Like the discs, I don't love them. But the reason why I don't like it that much on this one is because it's so fine that when I go to screw it on, sometimes it takes me a while to find the right spot.
Not only
That's
that,
like my
dude,
biggest complaint.
but if
Which
it's
is not even a big complaint.
if it's even slightly dirty, like it does not want to like screw in smooth. You know what I mean? If you got or
come
that
out
or
smooth.
or if you drop it and you like ding one of the little threads on there like I have, like when it's just rough, dude. But that's just user error.
That little disc just makes me crazy because you never know. Am I gonna unscrew my Addy or am I gonna unscrew the disc?
Yeah, for me the Addy only comes off majority of the time. There we go. Ooh, dude, I honestly haven't gone side by side with these yet. Dude, this thing just rips. I will say though, I do like a clutch button. I don't know, maybe I might pick this one. Or I might pick the Dreamer clutch. I don't know, dude. Either way, you can't go wrong. I'm going back and
No,
forth
I
on
feel
our
like,
earlier conversation.
dude, I would take even just like an original Dreamer. That's
Yeah, I'll
fine.
take all of
It
them.
never
Just give
bothered
me them all.
about the arc marks. I never cared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just used dude. I used like my brass Dreamer. I've used so much, and I also used a polished stainless Dreamer for a long time. I used to run it in stack like pretty regularly. Also,
This is stainless, but the button's brass.
Oh, actually, you know what? Last night, I think it was last night or it was the night before. I was talking like I have to try to source a brushed stainless fucking dreamer. That's what I need. I want one. I've never owned a brushed stainless one, and like I want one. I remember it might have been Dan. It was somebody, and like it was a stooge, and they used to rock like brushed stainless with oh man, what was the fucking RDA? With a Warrior. It was a brushed stainless Warrior on top. And it used to look so good. I think it was Dan. Cause like that made sense to me. I was like, yeah, because I think that Dan did, and like he used to remember he did like the triple stack. He was rocking like a triple stack dreamer. Do you remember that?
I think, was that him?
Yeah, it was Dan. Yeah, he had a triple stack dreamer. It was like part aluminum, part stainless.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You gotta build high for that shit. That's like 0.5. You'd have to have a 0.5.
Trying to see if anybody out here is talking about anything new they got. Oh, your broken Hussar RDA just delivered. Oh, nice, Stevo. I know how you are about your mech squonks, dude, so I could definitely see you vibing with that for sure.
When you said broken, like broken ohm?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did he do another RDA or is this still that first
No,
one?
I think he's done another one. I think he's even done like a mod. He's done a couple things, dude.
Yeah, he's been going hard.
Yeah, because I can't remember what his first RDA was called. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember talking to him though when it first came out.
Silvercraft makes some pretty hard hitting mechs for sure. I've used a few of them, and dude, most of them, like, I think what was that one that I got from I got to use from Amish?
Which one?
It was a Silvercraft Creations mech, and it was a side fire jammy. What was that thing called?
I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
It was cool looking though. It was like a black Delrin or something, I think.
I think that like when it really comes down to it though, like I have so many mech mods, dude. Like for me to say which one hits the hardest, like
Dude,
I don't fucking know.
The only way to really tell is get like a multimeter and put a battery in it and just fucking push buttons and see which one has
Yeah,
the least
like, I
amount
mean,
of voltage drop. You know what I
the
mean?
tooth science behind it is not there for me. Like if you give me
Because
like there's some mods that I know outperform another mod, but it's like the hardest hitting mod.
dude, because here's the thing too. It's not only
I don't know.
necessarily the mod, but it's also the coils, the RDA that you're using. All of those things factor into how hard the setup is going to work overall. You know what I mean? Because there's some RDAs that have more internal resistance than others. And then, there's some builds that ramp up and fire and crackle way quicker than others. You know what I mean? So it's just like finding that perfect balance between your mass and your coil to the internal resistance of the mod and the RDA to what kind of battery you're using, because sometimes that even has something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's, I think, why I like mech mods, though, is because there's just like, there's that fine point, because not only that, but I also kind of enjoy the slight drop off of a battery. You know what I mean? Because like as the day goes, like you can kind of tell like at a certain point, like, okay, I think we're at that point now, because like flavor kind of changes, the vape kind of changes, and I dig it, man.
The Atom X is the mod.
Oh, the Broken Home did?
No, that the Silvercraft Creations.
And what was it?
The Atom X.
Oh yeah.
I literally just found your review by Googling Silvercraft Creations Sidefire. You popped up as one of the top Google options.
Isn't that funny?
Bang.
Oh, because Amish sent it to you to review it. He did that for another mod too that was pretty nice, I think.
MRN Reaper?
Yeah, I think so.
That
Yeah,
sounds right.
And he got it coated, I think. It's like that, like a blue and something. That thing was a beast too, bro.
Silvercraft do fine work. Like,
dude, the Philippines just in general make some pretty banging mech mods, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They about the mech life out there.
For sure.
I totally picked this up, hitting it, expecting to taste blast off, because the only mech I had set up earlier was blast off, so I picked this up and got mango, and it totally like tripped my brain out right now. I was like, wait, what? That don't taste right.
Yeah, we've been there.
Part of me kind of does wish that this button was flush, though.
Oh man, if it was
I
flush,
think that
it would
like
be the
all of
shortest
me,
throw.
all of me wishes that it was, but I can get over it. Like that's not why.
Yeah, like obviously I've been using it pretty consistently for the past few weeks, mainly just because I want to see how it does. But dude, now I'm at the point where I'm just using it because I fucking like it.
I'm gonna say this, looking at it, like, if you really wanted to.
But yeah, then you're gonna get rid of it.
Totally grind that thing all the way down to the point that it was a flush.
Yeah,
because there's so much material there.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking button.
You're like, wait, it is flush.
Yeah, it's upon its body. It's like,
because like really, look at how deep that is. How deep your clutch is compared to the bonus body.
Okay, all of our resin people out there, if you're watching, we need some buttons.
Yo, Foot Clan Dan.
Yeah,
let's
dude.
Oh.
Go.
Right? Because that would be pretty sick.
Because
with that, I'm sure you can just make them flat.
That. Oh, yeah. I'm liking that idea a lot.
Or even if
when you hold the switch from a clutch, like a drum clutch, dude, it's a fucking stabby switch.
Yeah, dude, it's all the weight of the mod, bro. You take that away, and the mod feels just like a normal dreamer.
Yeah, the tube is pretty light by itself.
I'm curious. I know this won't work, but that's kind of curious. Because it's the same threading.
Put a regular dreamer switch on it?
Yeah, but you won't be able to use it. Because it's going to be way too short for the battery. Not only that, but it's a smaller diameter. It's slightly...
Yeah, it's like a 27, I think, the max, not a 28.
Yep.
Just through my regular use, I've tightened.
Dude, I'm sure there's somebody out there that will end up making custom buttons at some point, especially if enough people, hit them up. And that's the key, dude. All you gotta do is hit up 1 or 2 guys about it, and like, eventually somebody will come out with them. That would be sick, though, to have a button to match your drip tip.
Yeah.
Get like a combo.
I'm saying. Beard Viking.
All of our accessory people out there, if you're listening.
These are $1 million ideas right here.
We're giving them away for free. See. Yeah, Alex has been dropping mech squonks like crazy. That's for sure. I've seen quite a few lately. What else do we have? The struggle is real. Had to go an hour away for groceries and gas. Damn, dude.
Whoa. It seems like just normal things.
Barbecuing with some shed time at the moment, though. That's pretty sick. Shoutouts to Rex Space for that. Let's see. Anything else down here? No? No?
Rex, are you talking to me or are you talking to... Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like reading it and then I saw the Grand National and so after. Dude, Grand Nationals were cool cars, but my very first car was a 1985 Buick Regal Limited. So it was basically a Grand National with chrome, but it had a 305 instead of like the 3.8 liter turbo.
Oh, Advocate for Liberty says testing new streaming area while listening. I seen your new mic, dude. Was that a road? Like a mini road? Here's the thing, Jake. They soon shall be available at Still Valley Vapors, and then bada bing, bada boom. Get one, make that mold, dude. Which, honestly, he's gonna carry quite a few Times Vape things because he's getting some Dreamer 1.5s, some heavy hitters. I think he's getting some Dreamer clutches, a couple different colorways. Be pretty sick. No, not new mic. It's the one I already used. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, Kevin from the beach. Isn't it dark out there, dude? What are you doing at the beach at night?
It's a good place to hang out. Little shed time, night beach.
Yeah, maybe they got like one of those little fires going.
I don't even think we're allowed to do fires on the beach out here anymore.
Yeah, we're not here. That's
You're probably not allowed to in a lot of places, to be honest.
Oh, it is the shit, though.
Right by the beach, boy.
The original MDX Drip Theory. He said he pulled out his Unicorn MDX a couple days ago and forgot how good that mod was. The original one wasn't too shabby. They did like the big logo version, and the button I felt was a little bit better because for some reason my original one would catch. But yeah, dude.
I feel like solid. So I had like a Just Right, like the Just Right.
Yeah, the knurled one.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I found that if I use my right hand, it would catch. Then I just started to say, well, I mean, does it work with my left hand? Yes. So I would use it in my left hand all the time, and I feel like I wore it in, and then I could use it with either hand. And the MDX big logo, it worked for me from the get-go. It was a good mod. I actually used to always use that because it actually arced like pretty bad, like worse than a Dreamer did. And I would just use that with an 18650. I would just use an adapter, so all the marking would go on like the adapter for the 18650.
Yeah.
And like I used to just use it all the time for work. Yeah, because it worked all the time. And I mean it looked pretty good too. I liked it. I fuck with unicorns.
Coated by Ashton, and it came out sick as tits.
Yeah, it was green, right? Like,
yeah, and he did that,
most of it was green.
Crackled, fading look on the big logo.
Yeah.
Had to go and clean my Switch, and now I got to adjust the battery.
Yep. See, that's what happens, dude. You're gonna start moving shit, taking stuff apart.
I still stick with my pick though. I think I still pick this because I do.
Honestly, dude, like I said, bro, I really could go either way. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'd be upset with if I picked one over the other, because I still to this day love using this mod, even though that there is a clutch variation out. It's solid, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I still pick up my 1.5, throw it in the mix here and there. It's a great mod.
Yeah, I've been just using. Actually, I have like an original Dreamer. I've been like using it a lot. It's this like just the original brass, dude, and it has. I have like a solid silver contact that I got from Eric Simpson. Remember, like
I have one in my LE.
Yeah.
What was this shit called? What was this Facebook page called? Vape Mechanics? Is that what it was called?
I think so.
Yeah, I actually have a bunch of his shit. I have like a number of. I have like Goon 510 pins that are solid silver, Apocalypse, Redemption.
I had a couple.
That fucking solid silver Goon pin was a game changer.
Dude, actually, that's what's in. So in this 22, that's what I have. So I was using it. So it's like everything was solid silver in this, and it rips. Because I put in like a pretty low build in that Goon 22 for the Cloud Comp at Steel Valley. It's like Duchess's 26 gauges with a wrap off. Yeah, they're spicy.
Oh yeah.
They're chucking that day. It's not good enough, I guess.
You just defeated by a fucking wall.
It's all right. Eventually, I'll get over it. I'm not there yet, but eventually I will.
Hey, you still blew the longest distance out of everybody. It just wasn't for all the potatoes.
Yeah, it's for absolutely nothing. Sorry. But yeah, no, dude. I remember getting the salt silver shit,
Dude,
and I was
I
like,
still
"Is this
haven't-
really gonna make a difference?"
I still
But it
haven't
did.
even used that 1111 or whatever it was. Triple, or was it a triple X?
It was a triple X.
I still haven't even used it. I think it's still sitting in the box that Will sent to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm only just getting through the liquid.
sounds like a pretty big upgrade there, Advocate for Liberty. Liquid cooled case is bigger than most roller luggage. Damn, dude. I don't really know what all those fancy numbers and stuff as far as, graphics and stuff goes. I kind of know, but I'd be lying to you if I knew exactly what you're talking about. But sounds pretty solid, dude. I'm honestly due for an upgrade on something. I need to do some graphics upgrades on my old PC here. But with that, let's look at the old time here. Oh, shoot. Gone a little bit longer than I was expecting as far as these things go. Dude, yours has 24 gigawatts, Drip Theory? Shit. I can better call good old Doc Brown? Is that the right reference?
I think.
Anyways, let's go ahead and do what we do here, Sean, and take that little bit of a little sidebar for a sec, come back, refreshed for a little bit of some game action, which also just realized no poll was going on. So we're just going to have to pick a game and play it, so you guys will just have to stay tuned for that when we get back. But in the meantime...
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's time to stretch your legs, get a drink, hit the restroom, whatever you may do, because it is time to inhale that, exhale that, because we going to shed time.
Yep. And we're back. Ooh. Catch my breath, man. As I spill Baja Blast on my lap. Spilling the sweet nectar of the gods, dude. What am I doing?
You'll make it excited.
Pouring some out for the homies, that's all.
That's it.
Anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go ahead and play a game that we play here from time to time. It's actually one of the very first ones I think we played. So it's time for a little round of Take It or Leave It. So if you guys have seen us play this game before in the past and you kind of know how this goes, what we do is we come up with a category and then we let you guys start dropping suggestions that fit in with that category. We pick one out, pass it around the room, and say whether we would take it or leave it. And I think tonight's variation is going to be a little bit of a take it or leave it movie edition. So with that being said, you drop those movie suggestions out there in the chat. The three of us will take our turns one at a time, picking one out, passing around the panel here. And then, of course, you guys out there, if you want to throw in your 2 cents on whether you take it or leave it, you can do that as well. But just keep those suggestions coming, as many as you can think of. Excuse me. As many as you can think of. Just let them roll. We'll pick them out, and we'll see how things go from there. So at this time, this is where the show kind of gets turned over to you guys, because it's all in your hands at this point. You know what? We might as well just start there, just because Addy Tooney he's the man to do it. How about a little bit of everybody knows my favorite, Forrest Gump? Are you guys taking it? Or are you guys leaving it? I'm more curious to hear what you guys would say.
Of course, I'm taking it. It's classic, fantastic movie.
Oh, I also do. Forrest Gump, of course. Not only is it my boy James's like favorite movie, but I also like it a lot. Like I will watch it just like James. Like when James mentions it all the time, I'm like, yep, I feel the same way. It's
I
like
kind of want to watch
on
it,
and it's like halfway through. I'm watching the last half.
I might watch it tonight.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I sat down and did a full watch through of it, so
I'm taking that all day.
I need to do it. All right, so why don't you go ahead and pick the next one out then, Chris? There's a lot of good ones already.
Okay. I'm gonna go for from Michael, and he says one of the best ever. So Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Bro,
take it or leave it.
I'm taking it, dude. Taking it. That movie, I remember watching it as a child and fucking loving it, dude. I thought it was hilarious. Plus, Dave Chappelle's in it.
He is. Yeah.
He's a chew, son of the sneeze.
I love Robin Hood Men in Tights. Of course, I'm gonna take it. I'm a huge fan of Mel Brooks. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm bucking the trend because I am leaving it. I fucking hate Mel Brooks.
I knew one of you guys did. I couldn't remember who though.
Yeah,
I was like,
I hate every
one of you
one
guys
his
is with me.
movies.
One's on the other side on this one. I can't remember who.
Yeah, dude. Like every movie that he's done, I've not enjoyed. Like
so
Blazing Saddles,
Princess Bride?
Spaceballs, fucking no. I don't like any of Mel Brooks's movies. He's just not funny to me. Like I feel like this old man is making jokes that like an 8-year-old kid would make. So I just don't think it's funny.
That's why I thought it was hilarious. But I was also a kid when I first saw it. But anyway, Sean, your pick, dude. What you got?
Let's see. How about Con Air?
Nick Cage, bro? Con Air, dude?
Okay, tell me that the GIF where it's like he's like just like chilling and he's like the sun's hitting him and he's got like that hair. Have you guys know that GIF? It's like a pretty popular GIF. And he'll just be like going like this and like his like curls are just flowing, bro, from that fucking movie.
It's so funny, dude.
Dude, okay, I will take it just for that fucking GIF alone. But honestly, people always make fun of Nick Cage about how he's a bad actor. He plays like the same basically in every single movie, but he's playing a different character. But it's like he does it the exact same as like the last character. I really don't care. I find the movies that he's in are entertaining,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even matter.
That's the thing. Is it entertaining? That's all that really matters. If it like, is it distracting? Not all the time. Sometimes. Not all the time. But dude, you're gonna tell me you don't like National Treasure? You never watched the National Treasure movies, dude? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm telling you that I like.
No, I know.
Movies, period,
I'm talking to everybody else that talk shit.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
you
I thought it was
didn't like
clear.
National Treasure, bro? You didn't think that shit was cool? You didn't think there's a little bit more to it than there might be some real shit going on here?
Dude, what's I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. What's the one that he plays like the dad who's like teaching
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, Kick-Ass.
He's
Dude,
Big Daddy, bro.
Yeah, he's Big Daddy. Yeah. But that movie's awesome. Not
dude,
because
he was
of
in
him, but
Spider-Man.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. He was great.
He was
with
in
like
that.
Jake Baruchel or whatever.
Dude, he was in the animated Spider-Man movie Across the Spider-Verse or whatever one, the first one, and he played Spider-Man Noir, and apparently he's getting his own live action series as Spider-Man Noir.
Really?
Allegedly. I don't know how much truth there is to it. I saw it on the internet, so who knows. Remember when you used to be able to say, like, I saw it on the internet, it's true, and now it's like, well, what was the source? What site did you see this on?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I think we all took that.
Well, I hadn't even answered
Oh,
yet,
yeah.
but I am gonna take Con Air. I'm not a big Nicolas Cage fan, but Con Air is a classic. It's just the perfect cheesy action film.
I think he does best in those, personally.
Yup.
All right, so it's back to me, huh? Let's go with. I'm gonna try to look for. Oh, what about this one? From Lando, The Green Mile. Take it or leave it.
Oh, I'll take it. That's a great movie. I like that movie. I mean, it's sad, but I like it. It's a good movie. Tom Hanks is in it. What's that other guy's name? Michael something?
Michael Duncan.
Yeah. I think that's right. Yep. You're gonna leave it, Sean?
Michael Clark Duncan. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it, and it's for what you said. It's just such a sad movie. Like
it is sad.
It is a fantastic movie, and like if I was at my my in-laws and they're like, hey, we're gonna watch The Green Mile, I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. Like I'm not gonna like walk out the room, but I'm not gonna actively put that movie on because it's a sad movie.
Name's John Coffee, like the drink, but spelled different. I remember seeing that guy in that movie and seeing how fucking big they made him look so fucking giant in that movie, dude. And he was just like such a fucking just angel of a fucking person, like, or at least this character in that fucking thing. And I was just like, wow, man, the gentle giants are real, crazy.
Such a good film.
But yeah, dude, I honestly, if you got Tom Hanks in it, 9 times out of 10, I've either watched it or watched it multiple times. There's a couple as of recently I haven't watched, but I'll get there at some point, I'm sure. So I think Chris, it's back to you, dude, and we're running through these pretty quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with one from Lando. How fitting. For anybody that doesn't know, Lando and Tim do a podcast. It's called What's in the Horror or What in the Horror. So check that out. But Child's Play from Lando. Take it or leave it, Child's Play.
I'm leaving it, dude. I'm sure I've talked about this multiple times before in the past. Not a horror movie guy, and especially Chucky movies, bro, because that's kind of what fucking ruined me. Because I remember watching, I think it was Child's Play, as a matter of fact, for the first time as a young child at like my neighbor's house. And dude, for weeks I had nightmares, bro. Weeks. And then ever since then, I've just never really been into horror movies. Even like now, it's not like because I'm like, oh shit, this is real, I'm gonna have fucking nightmares. It's just that I don't get any enjoyment out of them, really. You know what I mean? So it's just not my thing. But yeah, Child's Play is one of those that I think ruined me as a child.
I'll take Child's Play. It holds a spot in my childhood similarly, but I don't know. I think it just sparked my love for that era of horror movies.
Any of those, dude, like the Leprechaun, like anything like that.
They're
dude.
just like that era of horror is just so cheesy.
Oh, it's cheesy.
So like
I'm
that's
sure
what I like
nowadays
about...
it probably wouldn't be as terrifying as it was when I was a child, but
Oh yeah, like trust, but when I was like a 6-year-old or whatever who should have never been watching the Child's Play movies, like that shit was actually scary. But like I look back at, like, I went through a period in my life shortly after high school where like the girl and I was dating and I had a very extensive horror movie collection. And the Child's Play movies were just funny. Like
Yeah.
they're meant to be
like,
horror, but like even
they're
when
not.
they're just so bad that they're funny.
Dude, even like the Leprechaun movies and shit, they were scary. Like they were funny. It's like the same thing.
the character just creeped me out, dude.
Yeah, Chucky.
No, even the Leprechaun, dude.
Oh, even the Leprechaun. Oh, okay,
Wow.
okay. Yeah, like I would take it just for like the jokes personally. Like I don't remember early like childhood memories of watching Child's Play. Like I probably watched when I was like 14 or 15. And to me, even at that age, it wasn't really scary. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
I was definitely
this
younger
little
than
fucking
that.
dolls just murdering people. And I remember like one of the later ones, he like was like dating a woman and shit. And it was like even more funny. I can't remember this. Like it's an actress that like most people would know
That
who
was
she was
Bride
too.
of Chucky, and it was Jennifer Tilly who played.
Yeah, Jennifer Tilly. That's who it was.
his
Yeah.
bride. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the third one, if I remember correctly. Or
And then
fourth
didn't
one.
she turn into like a puppet at some point, or like a doll?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Starts out that she's a human, and then she becomes her own puppet. Yeah. And then there's a Seed of Chucky where they have their own child, who's also like a mannequin, or like a marionette type doll or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. Classics. All right, so I guess that brings it on to me then, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna go with Ern here and say Natural Born Killers.
I don't know if I've seen this.
Story of Nikki and Mallory Knox.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, it was Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis is who played the couple.
When was it? When
90s. I can't tell you much more than the 90s.
I'll just have to look up the
I would take it. Like I remember watching that movie, and that was
94, yeah.
actually one of those movies at the time when it came out. I honestly probably was still at the point where I was like, this could be real. Like it's obviously this movie is not real, but like what is happening in this movie could be real. Like Child's Play, that can't be real. That's not scary. But like Natural Born Killers, I was like, this is possibly happening right now. It made it a little bit more scary, but it was like really good. I don't know. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna say I don't think I've ever seen this, and I'll probably pass. So I'll probably leave it.
It's weird. Like I don't know. Is it described as like a drama?
An
action drama, maybe?
described.
Because obviously there's a lot of violence.
No, it might be a thriller.
Thriller, yeah.
Let's see. Does it say?
I mean, I'm gonna take it.
Action, crime, romance.
Okay, yeah.
That's what that says on
I
IMDb.
mean that does accurately describe its core features of its storyline. Action, crime, and romance.
Yeah, and it's like when Woody Harrelson was pretty young still. Juliette Lewis was definitely pretty young still.
It's an interesting film too because of like, you know, it's the way it's shot, it's the way it looks. Like it was pretty edgy, I think is the right word for the time.
Yeah, it probably was like I definitely remember there being like a buzz about it. Like, and I don't know if it was like critics were raving about it. I think that it's like Karens, like before Karens were Karens. And it was like the
Being like,
pre-strike
oh my God,
Karens.
it's so violent.
Yeah. So like our children shouldn't be watching this. Like I could
trying
have
to think.
seen that happening.
Isn't it a Tarantino film?
I think I was thinking that it was, but then I started to second guess myself.
Yeah, I can't remember immediately. So
Oliver
like,
Stone directed it.
oh, Oliver Stone.
There you go.
All right.
It was written by Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Well, he was part of the writers.
So it explains their gratuitous violence.
Yeah, well, I know that Tarantino's involved. I kind of want to. Yeah.
You're like, I kind of want to.
I
No,
don't
dude,
know.
it's a
I'm
good
saying
movie. It's a good movie.
It is a good flick.
It's a good movie.
But I think that brings it back to you, James, for another pick.
All right, let's see. Steve says you need to. All right. Steve says so. Okay, here we go. From Drip Theory, Bloodsport. Take it or leave it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I don't like Jean-Claude Van Damme at
What?
all. Like, there's no movies that he's in that I'm like, I would watch that movie right now. If he's the star in the movie, I'm definitely not watching it. I don't like him one bit.
All
No
right.
offense to anybody that loves Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't.
I'm with Chris on this one. I'm leaving it. I can't get behind Jean-Claude Van Damme movies either.
Yeah, and it's so weird, right? Because like Jean-Claude Van Damme, he was like doing shit like before Jackie Chan was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll watch any Jackie Chan.
No.
Okay, in Hollywood movies, there was no Jackie Chan movies where he starred before there was Jean-Claude. I refuse to believe that. I could be wrong, but I refuse to
Dude,
believe
Jackie
that.
Chan's been doing movies for
Hollywood
fucking
movies?
ever.
I don't remember him really until
No, he wasn't
like,
necessarily
the
like the
90s.
lead, but like he's dude, well, he was probably more of the stunt crew. He was a stunt guy for a long time and then worked into acting.
Yeah, because like Jean-Claude Van Damme was starring in movies in like the 80s and like doing all of his own fight scenes and shit. And I know that Jackie Chan did that, but he didn't really get popular until like the 90s. I don't remember the first movie. Maybe it was Rush Hour. I don't even remember a movie before
dude.
Rush Hour.
There's plenty before that, but they're kung fu movies. They're not necessarily like major, you know. Let's look. Let me Google it. I'm kind of curious now.
I'm curious to see like what kind of movies he was doing and if he was like available to the masses, like Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Yeah, I mean, my grandfather was a Jean-Claude Van Damme freak, so like, if there was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie on, he was gonna put it on.
IMDb and look. Okay, I guess like 98. I guess is that really his first one in the? No, it's got to. Can I flip this?
Like he might have done other movies, but not in North America, like not in Hollywood.
How do I flip this thing?
Man, there's a lot of good movies that people are putting in there though. Well done, chat. A lot of good movies.
Oh yeah, he's been doing stunts since like the 70s. But let's see when he first started something. Where's it? Actor.
Because I remember there was a movie he did like it was like The Drunken Master or something like that, and I think that maybe that it was out before Rush Hour, but I really feel like Rush Hour is when like Jackie Chan started to like hit the scene, and then he was like starring in a lot of movies after that.
'Cause he's been acting. A lot of these look more they're just like kung fu, but that's the thing is kung fu movies got popular, and that's why they started making them because of like these things. It's hard to tell which of these might have been in.
I mean, Bloodsport's
States.
1988.
Yeah, because he's got stuff going back all the way till like the early 70s, but I can't tell when the transition happens from You know what I mean?
From niche to major motion films.
Yeah. I'm gonna say late 80s, early 90s is probably when it happened. But either way.
What's
So
your take on Bloodsport?
I was all into fucking kung fu movies and that type of shit, dude. So I'll probably still take it just because I liked watching like all those crazy fucking fight scenes and shit. You know, like Chuck Norris, fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. Even some Seagal, bro. Early Seagal. You know what I mean?
No, I can't do
Old
that.
Seagal movie.
Hey,
Dude,
man.
what was that one? Was it Under Siege? Is that him? He was like the cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On
When
a-
he's on the ship and like they're just
Yeah,
teaching him to
he's
make
like,
a cake
"What
and
are
then he
you?" He's
puts
like,
it
"I'm
in
a
the
cook."
fucking microwave.
Yeah, I did. Oh, dude, fucking Steve Seagal. I remember seeing like this was probably like 10 years ago, maybe even more at this point, like some viral videos of like him just being like fucking
Oh, there
a
you go.
sheriff or somewhere or something like that.
Lando dropped it in chat. His first Hollywood film was Big Brawl in 1980 for Jackie Chan.
An advocate for liberty backs that up. All right, I think it would be Chris's pick then.
Is it back to me?
Yep.
Man, there's so many fucking good movies though, for real. Like Chad is fucking just killing it, man. All right, I'm gonna go with this one, just because why not? This one is another one from Michael Redfern, and it's Fight Club.
Oh,
Take it or
We
leave
don't
it.
talk
Fight
about
Club.
Fight Club, dude.
I'll take it.
So I'm gonna take Fight Club.
Classic.
How about you, James?
Of
You gonna
course,
take
dude.
Fight Club?
I just quoted it, didn't I?
You did. You did. But that doesn't mean that you like it. It means you know it.
And I like
Okay, well,
it. I like it. That's why we don't talk about it, bro.
yeah, no, I'm gonna take it too. I mean, it was a
Dude,
fucking
just
great,
the twist
such a
at the
fucking
end
great
is so
movie, bro.
fucking crazy, dude. Like it just didn't occur to me. You know what I mean?
No.
And then
no, me
and then
neither.
after you watch it again, it makes
Dude,
so much more sense. You know what I'm saying?
The deeper symbolism through that movie, the more and more you watch it and begin to understand, like,
It's crazy.
what it's like. You can watch it and learn and pick up so many different stories and messages throughout it. It's insane. It's a fantastic film. And I guess I get to close it out then. I'm going to go with another one that I saw from Michael Redfern, Speed.
Man,
Early
okay,
Keanu
Dude,
Reeves.
I haven't seen
dude, that's
that.
like early. That's just like
Sandy
early
B.
Sandra Bullock.
I'm
and,
gonna
like,
take it just because I haven't
ugh.
seen it in so long. I don't remember a majority of it.
Okay, so I watched like a little tiny bit, maybe in like the last year. Like I think that like my dad
still
just
hold
had
up?
it on, and I walked in, and like it looks old,
Yeah.
but I forgot that Dennis Hopper was in it, and dude, I fucking love Dennis Hopper, and like he's the bad guy, and like yeah, dude, I would take it. It was good. Like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed like the half hour that I watched of it. So I'm sure I'd watch the whole movie.
Yep, I'm gonna take it too. Like, I will poke fun at Keanu Reeves because, like, you know, he's always got that like dazed stoner vibe in those early films, but like it's such a great fucking movie. And again, Sandy B.
Still looks
Sandy
good,
Early
dude.
90s, man.
Still looks good.
Dude, yeah, and she's
And
still a
she's funny
smoke
as
show.
shit, dude. Like
For
she's
real.
she's a combo.
Yeah, she's got to be like well in her 50s at this point.
And she's still killing it.
Like, yeah, I think that she'd have to be like at least 10 years older than me.
And it's just so
I'm a-
crazy that fucking Keanu went from that to John Wick. You know?
Yeah, exactly. 59, by the way.
Well, I mean, whoa, 59. Okay, so she's like definitely older.
Or
Yeah.
even
10
from
years.
that to Neo from the Matrix.
Well, dude, he like went through so many different things. Like, man, Keanu Reeves, he's like played a bunch of different roles, and like,
Come on,
I've
man.
enjoyed a lot of his
Dude,
movies too, man.
Same, dude. I like Keanu Reeves, bro. Like,
Point
even though he
Break.
he may give you some like similar type of vibe
Yeah, but dude,
or
it's like
whatever.
Nick Cage. Who cares?
Who
The
cares,
movies
dude?
he's in are good.
Bro, Constantine, dude. Any of you guys watch fucking Constantine? That movie was. I actually like that one, even though it's kind of like on that darker fucking vibe.
Dude, I think the first Keanu Reeves movie I remember, or at least seeing Keanu Reeves in, was Parenthood. Because I don't even know. Maybe that came out after Bill and Ted, but I feel like it was either right around the same time or something. But like, you ever seen Parenthood? It's got like Steve Martin, but it's got
Oh
tons of
yeah.
people in it, and Keanu Reeves plays like one of the sister's daughter's boyfriend, and he's like probably 18, 19 years old in the movie. It's fucking well, anyways, that's a fucking fantastic movie. Anybody that hasn't seen Parenthood, like you need to watch that. I don't know why. It's just
Dude, it's a Steve Martin flick.
but it's like more, right? Because like Steve Martin's in it, but there's a lot of other like people in it. Like Steve Martin's in it,
That's the
Rick
thing of that
Moranis is
era,
in it,
right? Like
all sorts of people.
so many of those movies just had like
Well, dude, think about Fight Club that we were just
Everybody.
talking about, right? Fight Club has like Helena Bonham Carter in it. It has fucking
Brad Pitt.
obviously Brad Pitt,
Edward
Edward Norton, Meatloaf,
Yep.
fucking what's that guy's name? Who ended up starring in a bunch of movies. Jared Leto,
Yep.
he's in it. Fucking there's obviously
Louise
more people
Guzman.
than that.
What?
Yeah,
what,
dude.
what are you talking about? I totally fucking.
Fight Club. Fight
Oh
Club.
yeah.
Sean was just saying like that was the era where there was like big time casts, so you'd have like a lot of famous people.
Yeah, like tons
one
of A-list
movie.
actors
thing
would
now
just be
is
on
the-
the same fucking thing.
It seems like the only time it really happens now are for Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Dude, for real, like even man,
Dude,
have you
honestly,
guys ever seen
Oppenheimer, bro.
Magnolia?
Oppenheimer was pretty stacked, dude.
Have you guys seen the movie Magnolia?
No.
There's like a bunch of famous people on that. That was like in the 90s.
Is that Nicole Kidman?
No, it's got like I don't think that she's in it. It's got like Tom Cruise. It's got well,
I'm vaguely
what's
remembering
his
it
name,
now.
man? What's the guy from fucking Step Brothers? Not Will Ferrell.
Fuck.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
John C. Reilly, yeah, he's in Magnolia. There's like a number of people in Magnolia. It's a long movie, but it's a really good movie.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it, but I am remembering.
It follows like 4 main characters. It's like John C. Reilly's one. I don't know. It's a really good movie. Yeah, Ern's backing me up. It's crazy.
Well, anywho, I think that's going to wrap up tonight's episode there, ladies and gentlemen. So I really greatly appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with us on this Friday night. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend, have some time with your family and all that good stuff. Wait, what? Oh, you're just throwing it out there. I saw my name in chat and I was like, huh? Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to you, Chris, to go ahead and do your thing, bro.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everybody. Great participation from chat tonight. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I think that I'm just gonna say shedtimepodcast.com. Check it out. Listen to our stuff. That's dope if you can. Help us continue on our 5-star ratings. If you haven't rated it, feel free to do that. I think you can do it on basically any platform that plays it. You could probably rate it there. So I'm not asking you guys to do a bunch of work, but I mean, if you don't mind, we would much appreciate it. Yeah, I think that honestly that's it. Other than see you guys next week on the Green Room. Everybody be safe, have a good weekend, and Sean, take it away.
Yeah, I'm going to echo Chris. Thanks to everybody who comes out and hangs out with us every week and everybody who catches the replays. We do really appreciate you. If you're checking out the podcast, big love to you as well. Check out the podcast at shedtimepodcast.com or all the other podcasting platforms. While you're over at the website, you can also cop some dope shit like Shed Time hats and t-shirts and all sorts of other cool swag that we've designed. So go check that on out. And otherwise, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun.
Absolutely. And Ern says Friday Fallout is now an hour earlier, guys, so go check that out, 10 p.m. Eastern, so I'm guessing half hour after this.
Yeah,
so go over there, go check it out, go tune in to those boys, show them some support as they do to us. So with that, I'm gonna end it as I always do with my favorite segment of the show, a little bit of some Confucius Say. And today, some wise words of wisdom, food for thought for you guys to think about over the weekend. And today, Confucius say, speech is like a bicycle tire. The longer the spoke, the greater the tire. Fuck, I fucked that up. Supposed to be speech is like a bicycle wheel.
Say it one more time, but say it right.
No, honestly, I need to find a new. I just need to look for a different one.
Okay.
Here we go. Confucius say, man get kicked in testicles, gets left holding bag.
Yep.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate you guys. Catch you guys next Friday. Go check out the podcast. And with that, I'm going to end it with positive vibes, crisp high fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, a little, that's
Vape
not
on.
the right one. Vape on, shedheads.
Damned podcast talk.
Whoa, 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 whoa.